I'm actually going to monitor technology over here and let Kevin, but I want to introduce Kevin Finch. Kevin Finch not only is president of Big Brothers Giving Back, he's my good friend. Didn't know him until about 6 years ago, and it's been an amazing honor to get to know him, to work beside him and see his love for our kids. So I'm going to let him tell you a little about Big Brothers Giving Back, and we'll plug this in.
Good evening, everybody. As you said, my name is Kevin Finch, and I'm here to give an update on the progress of our organization, Big Brothers Giving Back. Since our last time we visited, I'm going to give you this information. We started the program back in 2007, and it's been 15 years that we've been mentoring young kids from the age 10 to 18 years old. And that is in the entire Upshur County area. And we have a mission or purpose, which is to help give as many kids as possible an opportunity to have a successful future. And the way we define success is just becoming a positive, functioning member of society. So many kids from families with cycles and low self-esteem and kids. The success could be becoming the first member in a family to graduate high school or college, or breaking a cycle of welfare or repeated criminal acts. Every young man that improves his lifestyle is potentially one less criminal in the community. The entire community benefits when a life is changed. The men who serve in Big Brother Giving Back require to undergo a background check that is done by Gilmer and There is no special training these men have. We just approach these kids like a big brother. We just try to instill instruction, correction, advice, use our own life experiences. And the relationship is the key to build trust, and then we advise and instruct and correct like a big brother. Young men that we are looking for and we target for our program are what you might refer to as disadvantaged. And disadvantage could be a single parent, grandparent raising a young kid, or possibly someone who does not have a positive male figure in their life. And I've had a lot of parents tell me that they have children that they have men in their life, but they're not positive men. So I'm proud to be a member of Big Brother Giving Back for 15 years, and we've made a lot of progress in the 15 years that we've been in existence. Last year, we were able to purchase a van.
Is it on here, Kevin? I didn't find it. I don't think the van is. Yep.
Also,
We have our home.
February 2022, we acquired our own building to have our meetings and to have activities with the young men. And that is at 1002 State Highway 154 West, which is formerly the vehicle.
Kevin, talk a minute, if you would, about the difference that having that building has made in the lives of our what that looks like, how that looks different in our meetings than when we were meeting before. Sorry, young man.
Well, I guess the best way to put it would be it's like having a home. We've been using, in the past, we used the cafeteria at the junior high. And now we have our own building. And if you can just see the faces of the young kids service, and to be able to know that I got a place to go, and I got somebody to talk to about whatever kind of situation I might find myself in. And since that point, we've had a lot more good fortune. We had some donations where in that building, we have a room that we are converted into a computer room where we can educate, we can provide the kids with a place to do homework after school. We're doing a little bit of practice SAT and ACT, and teaching them about resumes and applying for jobs, and just about anything that we can do on a computer to educate them so that they'd be better equipped to be able to, if whatever they choose to do, if it's go to college or just go into the workforce, whatever it is, we want to just educate them to be able to make the best decision that's going to give them that opportunity to be successful. And so you can see on the screen, this is the building. We have put a lot of work into getting it ready to come through that shape when we move into it. But the kids love it. We got activities there now. We got games, and we got everything that we might need to keep their interest. We got, if you look, there's a window on the left there, and there's a area that was at one time kind of a garage type area. That's going to be where we're going to convert that into a workshop. And we're going to teach them how to change tires and change oil. Also, we have a project going on right now, building go-karts. And once we get the go-karts built, we will try to auction one off. Then we're going to do those go-kart races with the kids and just have some fun. But these are some of the things that they love doing. And in the process of doing this, each one of these men is building a relationship with these young men, and a bond that is a lifetime bond. I've experienced young men call me back that have been through our program. I talked to one just a couple of days ago on Mother's Day, just like a son to me now, because the relationship that we've had, him growing up from the time he was probably 10 or 12 years old, all the way up now, I think he's about 25. And it's just a rewarding thing to experience, to be able to try to help somebody who you can see is going in the wrong direction and help steer them to be something positive in the community. Brandon, you want to go to this?
Sure. So, I guess Big Brother's giving back for the last 2 years has experienced a lot of trials, just like any other organization through COVID. Having our young men spend so much time building those relationships and helping them to, again, our go-kart project actually started about 3 years ago. Being able to work on teaching to change oil, all those different things. Local banks have been very good about presenting to our young men about getting their finances in order. What is good debt to go in, like for college, and how to do that, how to even start a checking account or a bank account at all. All those different things that we were working with these young men, and all of a sudden now we can't. And so it was neat to me in the course of that 2 years to hear all the men constantly come up with new ways to minister to these boys, to go visit them at their home, to make sure that they had meals. And so real often being able to deliver those to their home, not only bring a meal, but to put your arm around them and see kind of what's going on in their home and to make sure that everything is okay. To continue to be able to partner with the schools to know if there was a problem. As a matter of fact, something that we do classroom, the administration will call us, and so to be able to, anywhere from go sit in the back of the class, to have conversations with that young man and his family, to help. Sometimes it's tough love, but it's always love. But anyway, that's been a real struggle the last 2 years. But one of the things that was really neat about being able to be in our own youth center, we've been working towards it as long as I came along. It was interesting to me to watch this young man once a month at the Gilmer Junior High cafeteria, which was a huge blessing to be able to have. But you could tell these young men knew they were in the Gilmer Junior High cafeteria. In other words, their interaction was fairly sterile, for lack of a better word. They sit at their table, and their interaction was limited. It was definitely limited with us. To walk the very first Sunday we were in the youth center, instantly to watch those boys, they were at home. I mean, they were more involved with us. They were more attentive to what we were trying to share, but they were also more involved with each other. So automatically, as a matter of fact, I was excited about that, but my next thought was, I hope they don't feel too much at home, and because all of that creates, because we have kids from 9 to 18. And sure, I mean, these boys are boys. And the very first night we had one of them, we had a 10-year-old, made some very poor choices, not anything over the top, but to see the other boys kind of police and circle that back around. So it's been amazing. Again, in this, not sure what that is, but to be able to be in this youth center, again, we can to be able to get those demonstrations, to have people come speak, to be able to tutor them. We've been blessed to have donations to be able to give us. We've got a pool table in there. We've got a couple of ping pong tables. So we can kick back and have some fun. We can watch the football games on Saturday together. To have it open on Saturday and Sunday afternoons for these boys to come have a safe place to be and be supervised. Got a kitchen in there. And then again the shop area to be able to teach them how to change the tire, how to change the battery on the vehicle, how to change the oil, how to build go-karts. The go-karts thing is a really, the boys are really excited that we're going to be able to do that again. We have 3 go-karts, and they're pretty rough. And so the idea is we're going to strip them all 3 down. Actually, that's been done for a while. But we're going to build the 3 of them back up. And one of them, that they have pointed out that they want additional, we're going to auction off. And let them be in charge of doing that. And the other 2 are going to be ours to keep the race. And so we've got a little track that we're going to, but it's just great to see these young men have a safe place to interact and to come, and to see the father figures really work. An example that I'll share for something that happened not too long ago. Again, we had a young man that stepped out on the I mean, not at our meeting, but good kid, not anything out of the ordinary, but it was something that it was some correction that needed to take place. He didn't understand that what he had done was bad, or would lead to problems for himself and others. But and he doesn't have a father in his life. He doesn't have a male figure other than us in his life, and he has several siblings. His grandmother takes care of him. Anyway, we asked him to come in, and a group of us sat down and talked to him. His grandmother came in with him. His siblings came in, and so these things are things that could always go bad. I mean, you got a kid that's not happy that he's being disciplined. But to see, and as a matter of fact, so we started out and things were explained to him in some pretty solid terms. There was no way for him not to understand that he was in trouble and that his choices were poor and that when that reaction settled, to see the men, you know, put their arm around him and tell him, well, here's a better way. And let him know that he was loved and appreciated and that we needed him. And so, and you could see the change that it made in that young man to go from, and how that really helped him to understand. He might not understood still what he did, how the ramifications of what he did, but to understand that, you know what, it's important to these guys, and they do love me and care about me. But that's something that we're able to do for these young men, and as you all know, it's important to have that role in your life. You know, we're blessed to live in a community that really, really supports what we do. At least in the 6 years I've been involved with Big Brothers Giving Back, we haven't reached out ever from our raffle sales every year that help us raise the majority of our funds to any specific need that's come along. We've never reached out that the community wasn't incredibly generous. Even with physical support, people showing up to help us. It's actually, at this point in time, not uncommon for us to get calls from the community of something. They become aware of something that they have that we might be used. And so we certainly think that we're grateful to the community because many of you are very much part of that. Kevin, what are our future plans?
One of the big plans that we have is we want to have our own place. The place that we have now we rent. The big plan, and probably more like a 5-year plan to have our own place on our own property somewhere in the Gilmer area, and to expand and grow and to have more children than what we have now. Right now we are mentoring right at 30 children. I think one out of all of those kids, one kid is going to school in Forest City, still in Upshur County. We want to grow to at least, before the end of this year, my goal is to reach 40 kids, to add 10 more kids to our program. But we want to just continue to grow, and we don't turn into our way. You know, we have some kind of qualifications that we have to membership, but if any kid comes, we don't turn anybody away because we feel like any kid can benefit from what we have to offer. Most of what we're doing is lecturing, talking about it. I think each meeting we'll either have a speaker talking about a particular thing, and it all boils down to choices that everybody has to make. We have to be conscious of what kind of choices we make in order to get the best results. If we make bad choices, we get bad consequences. If we make good choices, we get good consequences. And that's what we preach to the young men every time we get together. It boils down to the choices that you make. But as far as goals, that is the main goal. Is we want to have our own place, and we want to be able to grow, and we want to have enough room to continue to grow. We don't want to be where we can't grow any further, and at that point, then we might have to turn somebody away, and that's what we don't want to do. Because the whole thing is all about just making the community a better place and a safer place. If we got kids making good decisions, and we have less crime in our community, and we want productive citizens in the community, and we don't want more criminals.
Talk for a minute, if you would, about some of the specific young men.
I can name one young man that comes to mind. We have been having some city council meetings, well not city council meetings, but we went to city council and parks committee about some things pertaining to upgrades that they're getting ready to do in the park. Because anything that has anything to do with the young people, we are concerned about. One of the young men that came to the meeting was a kid that had been he had come through our program, and he was kind of I consider an exceptional case because he knew what he wanted to do from the time he came, and he was focused, and he went right. He there's a number of kids, I think some of the people here might know Trey Washington. Trey Washington started out with a scholarship at SMU, but he transferred with the UCA, and now he's got his master's degree, and he's doing well. He's married with 6 kids, and he just moved back to County now. He's doing good. I'm sure we'll have plenty more stories to tell in the future about more kids.
Any questions? Any comments?
I have 2 questions. Do y'all take donations, like if somebody had tools or things they thought you could use, can we just bring it to you?
Absolutely. You call me or Kevin or
Okay.
one.
My phone number's on the brochure.
Okay.
We definitely will be needing some tools when we get into these go-karts, seriously.
Yeah. And then secondly, do y'all encourage them to do volunteer hours? Because some of us are asking to volunteer for different things, like the gift, like for the foundation dinner that night. It didn't occur to me to call y'all, but there are hours that they can put on applications to whatever later that we'll all sign off on, and they're not on my list, so I will definitely add them if that's something you'll encourage.
Thank you, because actually that is something we've done in the past, and we need to bring it back. Again, we haven't done it since COVID, but one of the things that we did in conjunction with one of the banks in Gilmer, is we had a community service contest, and it's about 6 months long, and our young men went around and logged community service hours, and the 2 young men with the most community service hours, we took them to the bank and started a checking account for them. So obviously they could immediately just draw the money out, but we wanted them to have that exposure and to meet people in the bank and learn how to do that. And so that was a really cool experience. So we need to start that again.
Yeah, I mean, we can just add them to the list of people we call for whatever events and things are going on. And then it qualifies them too. If they do go like Marshall, TSCC, and all those colleges, even if they're just getting trade or certificates, they'll ask about those hours as long as they're signed off on by 501c3 or school or whomever. They count and bump them up in the.
Very nice. Thank you.
Yeah.
How do y'all go about recruiting and enrolling kids in programs?
A lot of different ways. The school intelligence, those brochures get out in the community, we get calls from parents, I get recommendations from counselors at school, all different kind of ways, just about every way you can imagine.
This building seems to, this youth center seems to help us recruit just in and of itself. It's neat to see how quickly, especially having some men there and having that availability open for every Saturday and Sunday afternoon for the kids to come.
We've had 2 new kids since we opened the building in February.
Lots more coffee.
Yeah, so your regular meeting is either on Saturday or Sunday or both days. In other words, do you have regular meetings and then do you have a bunch of impromptu things going on?
We have a meeting that we discuss business, and that's just the meeting planning for the meeting that we have with the kids, and that's on the 4th Sunday of every month. But between that time, we are open on Saturdays and Sundays during the day, and it's not a meeting atmosphere, it's just a kind of just hang out, spend time together.
That said, being an interaction with the community, with the school, even there are other times that we meet with 1 or 2 of the kids, or if there's a need, certainly that's an impromptu. If we just saw these boys 1 Sunday a month for a couple of hours, be pretty limited on what kind of impact we could have. So that's our official meeting, but yes, we're with them pretty often.
You said 1002 is a place, the number of the place. I want to see if I drive by there and just see the building, what it looks like. Where is it located now, roughly?
If you go out 154, when you pass up the road, there's a car wash, and it's the next building on the same side of the road.
Okay, so it's right there before the creek does.
Yep.
Okay.
says Gilmer Barn on it right now. We've got some signs that are going up pretty quick, but.
Gilmer Space Barn.
Yeah, Gilmer Space Barn, that's what it is.
How many volunteers do you have?
We have, 18, 19 members.
Wow.
Has any of the kids come to the program, thrown out or anything, come back to help?
The closest thing would be the kid I named that worked for the railroad. He comes not on a regular basis, but he stops by, and we've had at least 3 kids that have come back and spoke to the kids, but the majority of them don't live in the Gilmer area now.
They're in the early stages, most of them, of raising their families and such. But we keep putting the hook out. Well, thank y'all so much for allowing us to